the famous singer that best represents your zodiac sign. We're gonna start with Sagittarius, who's best represented by Billie Eilish, the most I don't give a fuck singer I've ever seen. She's a little wild, she's very independent, she just does whatever she wants and we love her for it. She has no filter, she just says whatever she wants, she's very outgoing, and she's got a bit of an edge. Pisces is best represented by Chapel Roan. She definitely wears her emotions on her sleeve. You could even say that she gets easily emotionally triggered. She's very dreamy and ethereal, and she has a very specific aesthetic. And she also cares deeply about the less fortunate and artists that are on the come up. We love her for that. For best Aquarius representation, I had to go with my guy, Harry Styles. He definitely moves to the beat of his own drum. His personal style probably seems a little out there and a little odd to some people, but he doesn't care what you think. He definitely gives rebel vibes, and he definitely just does his own thing. He very much seems to stay out of drama. For the best Aries representation, I had to go with Mother Monster Lady Gaga. Just has main character energy. Bad bitch vibes. And she's a trendsetter. She's constantly growing and evolving, changing her style, changing her sound. And she's a really good leader. You do not want to mess with her little monsters. Cancer is perfectly represented by Ariana Grande. You can tell she's very sensitive, yet very passionate. Her emotion definitely comes through in her songs. And she's also a relationship girly. She can never stay single. She's super real and so vulnerable, which is what also makes her a great actress. There is truly no better Virgo representation than the queen, Beyonce herself. Beyonce is perfect, or at least that's what she projects. She is selling you a packaged version of herself that she's curated within an inch of its life. You may not ever really know who she is under the surface, and she likes it that way. That's how she protects herself. Only a Scorpio like Drake would have a very public, personal beef with another rapper. And he is never, ever gonna let this beef with Kendrick go. Ever. Drake is spicy, but also he seems super loyal to his family and to his close circle of friends that he's had around him for forever. I was gonna go with a more low-hanging fruit option for Gemini, but instead, I chose to go with Prince. Because Prince was a chameleon. He was constantly changing his sound, his style, his music, his artistry, even his name. He even pioneered a new sound in music, which was a hybrid of pop, R&B, funk, and a little bit of rock. He also seemed incredibly intelligent and open-minded, which we love about Geminis. For Libra, a perfect representation is through Bruno Mars. Bruno's always ahead of what's cool in music and in his style. And he clearly seems very sweet and charming, probably pretty unproblematic, at least from what we know. He's super creative and talented, and he's been able to create longevity in this business, which is super hard to do. J-Lo is the perfect Leo representation. She loves attention. She loves the spotlight. Maybe even has a little touch of some narcissism in her. But you know what? She's also extremely likable. And she's not only focused on one thing, dancing, music, singing. She's building an empire. She's a queen. For Taurus, I went with Sabrina Carpenter because she just seems so cool and relatable. Like, for how famous she is, she seems incredibly down to earth. She's just someone who you want to like hang out with, go grab a coffee or a glass of wine and just like yap. I had to go with Cynthia Erivo for Capricorn because she just so perfectly represents you guys. She's classy and she's super focused and driven about herself and her career. She has put her nose to the grindstone and has worked really hard for her success. It was not handed to her. And she's a little intimidating, but we love that about her.